Hi, everyone. Welcome to Girls for STEM. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. I really, really do appreciate. Again, thank you so much. If you're coming here for the first time, guys, you know what to do. Um, Thank you. So, I just wanted to say again, so we are here, guys, to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other role models that have navigated this sector. And we are also here to showcase, some of the endeavors, the technology to the girls, to the boys, so they can, get acquaintance with technology. So thank you so much, guys. Um, Let me know, guys, if you can hear me. Please leave a comment there if you can hear me. Again, thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate, guys. So today we've got a very interesting topic about role models. But before we go there, guys, do you remember this experiment? Hmm. Guys, it was bugging me. This experiment was bugging me. I was like, how can we make, remember we did this experiment last week? That's right. We did this experiment last week. But today, I was like, I've been thinking throughout the week, how can we have the balloon blow more bigger? Remember, we had a little balloon that we had last time. So today, I would like to show you guys a bigger balloon and why would it be more bigger compared to last time the way we had it. So that's what I want to show you. So thank you so much for coming, guys, and hang in there. Let me just check for something, guys. 1 second. Yes. Okay, guys. Yeah. So, guys, let me get to work. I gotta put on gloves. So, guys, the reason we are redoing this experiment, it's we want to find out how can we make the balloon a little bit more bigger. Last time, it was a little tiny thingy. I didn't like it. Did you like it? Okay, it was an experiment, but guys, I was like, how can we make the balloon a little bit, just a little bit bigger? So that's what we want to try today, okay? So hang in there. I'm just having my gloves on. That's right. So today we're going to see if we can make the balloon a little bit bigger. What should we do? Should we add more soda or should we add more liquid? So that's all we want to prove today because last time we made a little balloon and we didn't know why it was not so big. So guys, I'm putting on my glasses. So thank you so much. So guys, look what I made. I made this is going to serve as my funnel. You know what a funnel is because we will need to put our soda in the balloon. Here is the balloon. So instead of you guys have to buy so many things, you have to go to the store to buy a lot of things. You don't have to do that. You can improvise, and that's why us engineers, scientists do is to improvise certain things that we can do. So let's get to work, guys. So what am I going to? So this time I'm going to increase the amount of vinegar. Last time we only had vinegar up to there. So let's label them, guys. I have something here. So let me just label. So I have wine vinegar. That's right. Wine vinegar. Wine vinegar. There you go. Hope you can see that, guys. Let me maybe here. Can you see? Just a sticker. Then this is wine vinegar as well. That's the one we're going to put in here. So let's go ahead, guys. I'm excited. We want to make a bigger balloon this time. So this is white vinegar, even if it looks like that. Before we do that, maybe let's go ahead and make our funnel. So remember, I poked this little cup. It's a little cup, and I poked it. And I'm using paper. I'm going to fold my paper, and I'm going to use it as a funnel, so it can go through there. You have to improvise, guys. You don't have to say, oh, I'll need a funnel, I have to do this and this. You can improvise. So I'm trying to make a funnel so I can push in my let me get a scissors. Just want to chop a little bit at the end there. Oops. There's the hole, guys. Can you see? So I'm going to use that to put in the balloon. You may need a friend or whoever you are with. Okay, as long as it can go in. So I'm going to use my spatula again, guys. So this time, this is how much soda I'm going to put. So hopefully, let's see if it's going in there, guys. Yeah, it's going in there. So again, guys, last time we had a balloon, but it wasn't that big. Okay, it went in there. So I just took enough soda that can completely dissolve in the vinegar. So just to show you, to recap, guys, I created a little cup, I burnt it in front, and then this is just paper. I created a funnel, and then I put it there like that, and then I slotted in my soda in there into the balloon. So remember, you'll be like, I don't know how to put the soda in there to spill, things like that, and then I put it there. So I just put enough, guys. Oopsie. I just put enough in there. So now let's prepare our vinegar. So this time I'm trying to put more vinegar so it can completely dissolve my soda. Oopsie. Let's make it up to there. Guys, I hope this works. Now that we are done with the vinegar, we'll put it aside so we can have more space to watch. And also, I'll put away the soda. Oh, let me leave it there, guys, so you can see I used that. And also, as long as you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, our vinegar is ready. Guys, do you think it's gonna make a big bubble or not? What do you is it gonna make a big balloon or not? So what I did, guys, normally under normal circumstances, we have to weigh how much. That's how scientists work. You have to weigh. You have to know how much gas you want to produce. So you weigh your soda. You also weigh how much liquid of vinegar you have. That's how science goes. But since we are doing just testing for kids at home, so what I decided to do is to increase the amount of liquid so the soda can completely dissolve inside the soda. So let's go ahead and put it there. Guys, are you ready? Hope it makes a big balloon. Hopefully it does. Okay, guys, so you see how much we put in, hope you can see how much we had put for this soda. Okay, so let's go, guys. little by little. Okay, it's coming up. So let's see if we're gonna do it this time. Okay. I think it's working, guys. You see how it's producing a bigger balloon? So what did I change compared to last time? Yeah, come on, go, 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 go. I'm running for it. Go, go, go. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. So, guys, I think we can tell now that the main idea is to completely dissolve the soda, the baking soda, completely to be dissolved. So that's how, I think we still have some more. I think this is bigger than the one we had last time, right? Guys, do you remember? It's fascinating. So, guys, this is just a balloon. This is a little vase, and this is baking soda, and this is vinegar. And as you can see, I put vinegar there. So what happened was my baking soda completely dissolved in the vinegar. So it produced more gas. But guess what? Again, what we may be missing here, we still have a lot of molecules in the liquid, in the vinegar, that has not taken the protons from the baking soda, because it has completely just destroyed all my baking soda, and it still wants to get as much as it can completely, like, can you see it still going, you guys? Hopefully you can see. All right, so that's what we wanted to prove, guys, that what can we do to increase the amount of gas? Because last time we had a little balloon. If you go back and check, we had a little balloon, but now we decided to go and increase the amount of what? Liquid, the vinegar. So this is vinegar, guys. Vinegar in the house, from the house. You just get that one from the house, guys, and you can use it. And this is baking soda. So this is fun for kids. Kids can practice that and can practice how much can I put, how much baking soda can I have, how much liquid can I use. At their age, they can play with that. For us scientists, we know that we need to measure the amount of grams in grams, the baking soda. You need to measure the liquid, the vinegar, in milliliters, and then you have to calculate. So you can know, do I want, how many liters, cubic liters of gas do I want to make? And then you calculate the amount of baking soda and the liquid. There's a chemical formula that is involved to calculate and find out exactly what you need. So that's what we wanted to prove. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Guys, I have one more experiment to make also. That's very interesting, again, for kids, before we dive into our discussion. So guys, kids, prove to me, let me know what happens. Come and tell me what happens when you do this experiment, including even mothers, parents, anyone can do this experiment. So cute. All right, guys. So, guys, we have a very good experiment that we're going to do, that I'm going to show you before we go to our next discussion. So this is just water, guys. Water at room temperature. This is just water at room temperature. I hope you can see it. I want to make sure I can, yes. So what we're going to do, guys, I have ice cold water that I have here. I'm going to pour it in here. And it has ice, I think. So it's cold water, guys. It has some ice, and I also have hot water. I also have hot water here. So I'm going to color the hot water with red. This is just so you can put as much as you can. I'll put as much as I can. Guys, we are trying to see how hot water moves in cold water. Guys, this is a very important experiment. This is used in so many gadgets. I don't want to go into details, but this experiment is very important in temperature differentials. Yeah, it's a very important aspect of science. That's right. So I have cold water, guys, and I also have what? Let me just steer this. I had my steering thingies, but I don't see them. So this is just cold water, guys. I colored it yellow. Do you like yellow? I love yellow. This is hot water, guys. So this is hot water. I'm going to put it here. Guys, this is hot water. It's red. So make sure you remember that hot water is red. Let's put red. Let's put hot. And then yellow. Let's put cold. Yes. So, red, hot. Remember, guys. I'll put it here. I think I can remove my gloves now. Hope you can read that, guys. That's fine. I can do this. And yellow is cold. Normally, if you're doing this, you need to have someone with you, guys. Someone with you to see and record what's going to happen. So, are you ready, guys? So let me just make sure I stir the cold water. I'm just using the scissors, guys, to stir. Don't worry. You can use anything to stir it, but just make sure. Just want to make sure this ice thing melts. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. So we're going to see how water moves. Pay attention, guys. It's coming. So normally you should be you have a friend either pouring the cold water or the hot water. So guys, this experiment is very important because it is used in temperature differentials to I'll make simple examples to make water in the showers. You know how they make the tap, they mix water. You know how you have warm water getting warmer, or getting cold. There's science behind that. In the refrigerators, there's science behind that. How they make the refrigerator, there is temperature differentials. There is a lot of science that involves this. This is not simple. This is not cheap. This is, make sure you remember that. because when you start doing chemistry, you start going further in your education, you will be able to understand what I'm talking about. But for the kids, guys, watch what's going to happen. I wonder. So we'll leave this going on. So guys, watch it, watch it. You tell me what's happening and what's going to happen, and we're going to leave those, okay? We're going to leave those. Moving on. You can keep watching those. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure. I'm not looking. I ain't looking. So you guys have fun and you tell me what's going to happen or what's happening. That's right. So you can see what's happening, guys. There, the water, which one is going where, what's happening, how it's fusing. In fact, if we have a camera, we can even take a video. So let me try to see if I can take a video on top. Maybe one day I can show you what's happening. It's a very good picture to see. That's what they say. So let me see if that can capture that. Just want to take a little bit of that to see what's happening. Yeah, normally you see a lot of movement in a special way, actually, in a very a special way, the way the mixture moves over time. So mostly someone has to take a video just looking at what's happening inside, how that water is mixing with the cold and warm. So anyway, that's it. So guys, you want to do this and see what happens when you do that. It's a very, very important experiment. I just wanted to add that. So you see what just happened inside. It's really amazing. Hopefully I can't spill this, guys. This will be a disaster. I'll be like, oh my gosh. Hope you can see, guys. Remember which one is hot, which one is cold, guys. Do you remember? Make sure you do. So this can go on, and just to see how the water is moving with the cold and warm water, how it's mingling up. It's a very good experiment that helps us understand temperature differentials and things like that. So I'll put it there. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, enjoy it. So guys, let's talk about role models. Yeah. So guys, what are role models? Let me take off my glasses. Thank you so much, guys, for enjoying those experiments. But yeah, let's move on. Let's discuss about our role models. So what are role models? So role models are people that you see in front of you, people who have done something that you that you're interested in. Role models are those people that you admire, you look up to them, you want to be like them, and you see yourself like them. And sometimes you may have seen them, sometimes you've never have seen them. So I have my notes here, guys, because I really want to explain why we do bring engineers here and scientists to come and talk to us. So that's why I want to explain this in details. So those role models that you have never seen, it doesn't matter that you've never seen them or you've seen them, or you may have touched them. Some of them you've never have touched them, but that doesn't matter. So a role model is somebody that you admire, somebody that you look up to, somebody that you want to see yourself like them. And the reason why we bring in role models here at Girls for STEM is for you guys, kids, to be able to see that, I can do that. I can also be like that. And then you can ask questions. How can I be like that? What do I need for me to be able to achieve what she has achieved? And then you can start seeing yourself very close. And when you start feeling yourself very close, you start focusing on how you can become like that person. So, and why we need role models? We need to see the visibility of what they've done, to get a feel of how they navigated STEM, how they what challenges they had, how did they maneuver these challenges, and if they had any failure, how did they figure out how to make sure that they can continue into their journey. So, role models can also change as you go on. You know how interests change. You may take another interest. Maybe you want to become a doctor. You may change suddenly. So don't worry if you start changing, or you feel like you want to change. You can change. You don't have to have a role model all the time. So it's okay to have another role model, or maybe two different role models. But why do you need to make sure you have a role model? What I would say is, what do role model play in our lives? What do role model plays in our lives? So the reason I'm discussing all these guys, I want to tell you that during my school time, I stumbled. I really stumbled with understanding, where am I going? Is this even, does it make sense? Will I get a job? Because I don't see somebody who looks like me. I don't see somebody, a woman like me, who's doing their career. And I stumbled. So when I realized that, I wanted to make sure I can show other kids and other boys, girls, that you need to have someone you can see. Again, if we talk about any other career or whatever, let's talk about them. For example, athletes, they do have role models. Yes, sometimes you'll be athletes, the ones that have testified, they've won gold medals. They saw someone on TV, they started following them. Then they said, I can do that. I can run 100 meters. I can do what they're doing. That's your role model. You don't have to touch them, you don't have to see them. And the other thing is, it's even companies do that. They do what is known as benchmarking. They also look into other people's business to see, how are they managing their employees? How are they doing it? They also do benchmarking. So that's why we also need role models in our lives. When we are growing up as little kids, we see our sisters, our siblings, our aunties, our mommy, our friends, what they are doing, and we start wanting to, how did she do that? That's the way we all have it in us, to try to mimic, to have a role model. And that's why I'm encouraging that everybody should have a role model, including big people. We still want to look at someone who's far than us, who have got goals that have manifested, they've come to fruition. And then you start seeing, how can I get there? And also, the other thing I can give you an example is Jeff Bezos, all these Amazon people, the Microsoft person, Elon Musk. They are going to space. So people start following those people seriously and modeling exactly their mode of success, and they start following them to make sure they can be like them. And guess what, guys? It works. It works. Try it. Just follow some. So, how do you find your role model, guys? Leave a comment there, but we are going to discuss it. How can you find a role model? How do you find a role model? Remember that role models are also human beings, guys. They make mistakes. They are high achievers, and they also have their own flaws. But how do you decide how to find a role model? So remember, role models may have their flaws, but what you need to look at is, what have they achieved? and how did they deal with those flaws that happened to them? How did they deal with the difficult times that they experienced? The other difficult time that they may experience is their projects failing. Sometimes maybe just their project just crashes and nothing happens. How do they deal with those emotions? So you can see your model fans, how they deal with their problems. Elon Musk had also had his own problems trying to go to space. His launch pads failing. You have to also understand that they're human beings. They will have their own difficulties, and how are they dealing with those difficulties? So that's how you start looking for a role model. So how do you look for a role model? The other thing is you have to aim higher. You have to look for a role model, those high achievers. It's like in class when you're trying to get A, B. How do you do? Do you go for C that I just want to pass? Trust me, if you just went, oh, I just want to pass, that's not a good way. You have to aim higher. So when you're looking for a role model, you have to make sure you look for somebody that is really high in there, and then you start following them. So I'm going to share also, how do you find a role model? Number one, parents, I'm advising that you can expose your kids to start understanding, trying to follow a role model. You can have a friend, a doctor, a friend, an engineer, a friend, a technologist, a friend, a healthcare person, a friend who works at the airport. Talk to your friend and say, can you talk to my daughter? She wants to know more about either where you work or what you do. Most engineers, scientists, people who work at the airport, who does what? Guys, they want to brag. Oh my God, especially engineers. Just poke them. Just poke them one poke. Just say, hey, so which school did you go to? Oh my God. They'll start spilling the beans. Oh, I went this side. So how many friends did you have? Oh my God. They'll start spilling all their beans. But that's good for kids. They want to learn. They want to know exactly what happened. How did they choose the engineer? How did they choose to be a doctor? How did they choose to be a technologist? How did they choose to be in healthcare professional? How did they choose to start making things? How did they do that? So kids start asking them questions, but that's how kids learn. But that's what I'm saying. You need to have, guys, you can't tell me you don't have a friend, an engineer. That's interesting, guys. That's not true. You can't tell me that you don't have a friend, a doctor. You lying. I see that. You can't tell me that you don't have a friend, a healthcare professional, a nurse. Yes, nurses are STEM people. Guys, you have all these people around you that they can ask questions. So introduce your kids to some of these people, befriend them. Even their engineers, don't be scared that just they're on Facebook. Talk to them, befriend them, and say, oh, my daughter is interested. I get comments from people asking me, and I want to respond. I want to be there, guys, as much as I can, to make sure I can help those kids, the questions that they're asking, and things like that. Thank you so much, you guys, for your comments. For your comments, they're really amazing. Yeah. So, guys, that's what you do. So, how do you find a role model? So, let's go one by one. You can watch documentaries. Where do you watch documentaries? Where do you find documentaries? There are so many documentaries on TV that comes on TV. One of my favorite engineers that I interviewed, his name is Mukosha. Find him, one of the videos, guys. His name is Mukosha. He talks about how he became an engineer because he was watching a documentary called Stupid Engineer, stupid something. I don't know, but stupid something. You know, things look stupid, but they are not. For example, rolling a ball down the hill. You're chasing the ball, you're rolling it, kicking it, and then it's rolling, and then you're running after it, you fall down. It looks silly, right? That's science. Very good science, example of science, because that ball is rolling against gravity, and it's also rolling depression through an angle. There is a lot of science going on that can help us do a lot of things. either in space or out here. It looks stupid, right? So that program, he said it was stupid science. I can't remember, guys. When you go to one of my videos, you're going to see what it used to say. But he used to watch documentaries. His parents provided that environment of the kid to watch documentaries, and that's why we need to provide that environment for our kids to watch documentaries, because you never know, in those documentaries they are going to find something that's going to interest them, and they are going to start following and say, tomorrow they'll go again on YouTube and try to check it out. Let me see. And guys, guess what? YouTube is one of them also that you can show your kids how they can find a role model. One of the it guys right here. This is a platform where we are discussing STEM, science and technology, how to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are learning a lot of things, what they can do, who they can see as role models, a lot of things. So YouTube is a very good source of resource. Make sure you can control your kids. You can advise them how to use YouTube wisely. Yes. So YouTube is also one resource where they can find out about things that they watch. So parents, you can help them search for those things. For example, how to make bridges, how planes take off, how planes are designed, a lot of things, and then who are the major people that are playing along that topic. So that's a good way. So the other thing is also checking historical information. Guys, there are so many women, not so much that we have equalized women and men in doing science, but there are women who have gone before us who did science, engineering. There are quite a number of those women that can show us how to and look at their profiles, read about them, books, then go to the library, go and invest reading in the library. Look for those books for those that have produced a lot of people, astronauts, scientists who have performed so experiments, who have done a lot of achievements like penicillin invention. Talk about a lot of invention. They've written books. There's a lot of things written about them. So you can check out those things. So those are the things I wanted to discuss, how you can have a role model in your life, how you can understand how to look for them, where to find them, and also parents to help kids maneuver how to find role models. So again, guys, thank you so much. I was looking at the color that we did, guys. Thank you so much for coming to Girls for STEM. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free to leave a comment and also ask questions. Again, thank you so much for coming to this channel. So, guys, make sure you have a role model. If you're a parent, make sure to invest in researching, watching documentaries. You can look at those documentaries. You can search. There is documentary, especially on YouTube, on so many things, guys. On space, there's documentaries on space. On engineering, making cars, there's a lot of documentaries on just making cars. You can even type in what type of vehicle. There is documentary that they've done on YouTube. They have on history, books. So you can read about these people and you can follow them. And then you can get inspired, especially young people that are trying to pursue science and technology. Even big people, you can also, I still read. I still search documentaries. Even before I come to speak here, guys, I go do my research. It's fun. I learn a lot of things. Just during this Girls for STEM, I've learned a lot of things. And that's why you guys, you can look for your role model for your kids. You don't have to force, oh, look at this one. Prepare a documentary, watch a documentary with your kid. It's fun. You can have a time for kids and you in the house. Put on the channel and watch a documentary that you are going to like. You can watch science. You can watch Serengeti, the animal Serengeti. I love Serengeti. It's I come from Africa, but Serengeti is amazing. Just how animals interact, their behaviors, a lot of things about animals. And the reason why I like about animals, I remember my dad used to watch National Geographic, and he loved it. He used to watch a lot of animals, and that's why I got interested. And he also had a farm. We used to go to the farm, and he was keen to look at birds, to make something that can catch the little birds. We call it ulimbo in our language. We would make that ulimbo and put it as a trap for birds to be caught. So, involve your kids into things like that. When kids look up to parents and those people around them as role models, so what you do, they follow. My dad used to watch National Geographic, and I still watch it. I love it even now. And yeah, that's how you follow your role models, and that's how you find role models. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to Girls for STEM. I really, really do appreciate, and see you next week. If you have any questions, please make sure leave it below. Let me know. And also, please make sure you come watch next week. Make sure you subscribe, guys. I know 74% of you guys come to this channel and you have not subscribed. Subscribe, guys, and make sure you hit the bell notification. So, guys, try that color temperature differential, and let me know what you're going to find and the results that you're going to see. Thank you so much, guys, and ciao ciao. See you next week.